Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Richard. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Today's video, I want to cover a couple of things. What is I want to show some appreciation and some acknowledgement and acknowledge this one YouTuber who broadcasts almost every day live streams about covered call funds. He's very into the FIRE movement. He's trying to financial independence, retire early. He's trying to get his cash flows up so that he can live well. But I admire the fact that he has built a community. He seems open and honest about it. So he shows his portfolio. He shows what's going on with his portfolio. He even shares his YouTube income numbers. He shows his YouTube channel. And his community has all sorts of different people there, different backgrounds, different levels of experience. And so I admire that. And also he acknowledges that he's not a financial expert. He does, he's just trying to build his plan and work on his plan. So I appreciate that. And the second part I want to talk about is just what the Bank of Japan did last week, how it crushed the Nikkei and margin, and they all tie together. Really quick, so I have a YouTube channel. This is actually a three. Anyway, and so I posted this video on my other YouTube channel, got nearly 1,000 views, but I realized I should put it where it's more finance specific. And so I made this video about never work again with just $4,000 in cash, in theory, thinking that with $4,000 cash plus margin, you could possibly generate $1,000 a month, if not more. And in some places in the world, you could live on that. It was just sort of just a math exercise, but I'm fascinated by this, but I've never actually traded on margin before. Um, and so recently I opened a interactive broker's account, and I put two grand in there, and I'm going to max leverage it, max margin it, and see what happens. And if I get a margin call, I'll deal with it. I'll probably fund it. But I just wanted to share. This is where my kind of obsession is because when I was writing stuff on Reddit or asking around, not everybody really could explain exactly how margin worked, maintenance requirements, and stuff like that. I mean, there's maintenance after, but there's a different type of maintenance in the beginning. Like, and it just seemed like I had to go just experience it for myself. And I do kind of like to put my hand in the fire sometimes. It's maybe not a good habit, but anyway. Oh, and one more thing though. I mean, I do own these covered call funds. I've owned them since last year, and that's actually how I came across this YouTuber because I was kind of rooting around a little bit. So I have had a bit of a history with them. So his channel is called We Khmers, and he has been at this for a while. Um, and last Sunday, unfortunately, I don't subscribe to his channel. Sorry. Um, and uh, excuse the pause there. Um, but somehow last week it popped up on my feed, and I started playing it while I was doing other stuff, and the market was crashing. I had no idea.
And I was good. I was like, damn. And my portfolio was sitting at $93,000, $98,000. I was like, I'm good.
Now, yeah, from what I understand, he started with like 40 grand, and he got his portfolio up to like 90 plus $1,000, and this is in the span of either a year or 2 years. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, to double your account in 2 years or even 1 year is pretty amazing. So I want to give him credit for that. And really quick, how to read this. Total market value is the value of all of his holdings, and total cash is the margin. So it's a debt, and so the difference is going to be the total account value. And so it seemed like just overnight he already lost like 20 grand. And I don't want to. I'm not celebrating this at all. Not at all. I don't wish ill will on people. I try not to. There's no point. What's the benefit of that? Okay. The only time I'd wish you ill will is if you took the last donut. I'd be pretty pissed off at that possibly. But other than that, though, like, how does it hurt me to hope that he does well? It doesn't. I hope all of you do well in life. Why wouldn't I do that? But a 20 grand hit overnight is pretty shocking. But still, though, it's kind of impressive.
$40,000. I'm happy. That's a lot of buffer. That's a lot of buffer. Well, guess what? That buffer is gone. I'm not in margin call yet, but I'm about to be.
And so the next day of the boarding, he's about to get into his account and show what if he's in the margin call or not.
As you can see, my balance right now, I don't think it's, yep, there it is. Holy cow. This is the first time I've seen this, ladies and gentlemen. I have not.
Yeah, so, but he said that he was ready for it. He had other resources to handle the margin call. And if you look at the account value, it got even worse overnight, right? So he had lost another $20,000. I mean, I don't know how you'd be feeling through this, but I'd be feeling pretty stressed, going a little crazy. You know what I mean? All that work that you put into all this, and now this is happening. But you have to keep in mind these covered call funds, they do well when the market's going up. And even then, the returns are capped, right? Because you're selling calls to somebody else. So you're limiting your returns. And then, crap, this is like my fifth time trying to do this. My noisy neighbors have just come back. So I'm just going to rush through this thing. And so he's down some more. But these covered call funds, they don't do well when the market's crashing. Okay. And so that's what we're experiencing here. But the Bank of Japan threw everybody a lifeline and decided that, oh, we're not going to do anything more. The market recovers, and boom, everyone's happy again. Margin calls are off, and he got through it, and I'm sure lots of other people got through it as well. And I'm happy for them, right? But I hope that there's something to be learned from this experience, right? That if something seems too good to be true, maybe it is. I'm not criticizing his approach. Everyone should choose the technique that works for them, right? But I think that if you're going to be an investor, um, you should definitely, get as much information as you can and develop a strategy that's appropriate for your risk level, for your comfort level with risk, right? Once again, I'm not saying anything bad about his community. I appreciate what he does, all right? And I appreciate his honesty and how willing he is to share. So on the Thursday night stream, margin call party is it over? It's somebody, he's speaking to somebody who's part of the community, and they're discussing like what he plans to do.
After, I mean, what's your plan after after this week or after the market?
Just to see where the market goes. The market is so low right now, you don't have to hop in and try to catch it at the absolute bottom. So if it goes up, I don't have any problem buying some stuff. But right now, like I said, I'm gonna just hold out just to play it safe because I was getting a little bit too close to that margin call. So to try to avoid that this time around.
So that's cool, right? You learned something, and you dodged a bullet, and I'm glad he didn't get a margin call. This person was calling in. I just wanted to say, if you're interested in, these covered call funds and you want some much more regular content about that, you should head over to his channel. But just keep in mind what a covered call fund is, what it does, what the risks are, so on and so forth. I just feel that some people just don't know how they work. They see the returns, but some of that is return of capital. It's not even like income. Uh, and I think you owe it to yourself to understand what you're doing before you put in a lot of money. And so you should try to get as educated as you can about it. But sometimes, though, you have to just experience it firsthand to know if it works or not. So anyway, that's about it. Once again, I just want to shout out and say, hey, I appreciate, I think his name is Rod. Uh, Rod, I appreciate your channel. Sorry, I'm not a subscriber, uh, but I appreciate your honesty and how you show what you're doing, what you're up to. Um, I definitely think that ETF covered call funds have a place and maybe a person's passive income approach. Just obviously the amount that a person wants to do is varies. And for me, I am investing in these. I just keep a small percentage of my money in them. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Have a good one. Bye.